What is up, YouTube? What is up, Steam blockchain? So today I want to talk about a fun topic, and that is, are humans Sims characters? Kind of like the game The Sims 4. Are humans sort of like, and what would that mean? Well, it would mean that humans are basically running their life, and they basically have, when you play The Sims 4, you have sort of you have a a gamer, someone that is controlling the Sims, and it was not me that came up with this term, but I sort of like it in the way where, in many ways, you can sort of look at most people as Sims characters. They are doing the same tasks from day to day. There is not that much going on, really. And of course, this is just a viewpoint. It is a question: are humans this, or are humans way more, or do they have free will? Do they or do they love to be, maybe they love to be a Sims character that is basically doing the same thing, and that we're just using our thoughts and our emotions to spice things up a little bit from day to day. But if we really take a look at our life, wait a sec, man, I'm doing the same thing every day almost. Why? This is pretty stupid. And in many ways, also, I like the term Sims. That a human, it can almost be referred to as, oh, that's a Sims, and that's a non-playable character. But I like that term more than, for example, calling human robots, because a robot, it sounds like it doesn't have a soul. A Sims, even though it has a gamer, basically, someone that is controlling the scene, sort of, it still sounds like the Sims have some souls, and they running around, but it sounds a little bit more humane than just if we would just call it or as humans or robots. So this is, of course, a very very interesting question, because, well, it just is interesting, because the ultimate question is, are humans this? Are humans this? Okay, we take a look at what humans are doing now. I saw some statistics that humans are living 33% of their life via a TV or a smartphone. 33% of their life is almost, you can call it almost digital. Well, that sounds even worse than a Sims, because when you play the game The Sims, or any sort of these The Sims games, at least they're running around and really engaging. They have a lot of involvement with a lot there. You can select the Sims to go and play an instrument. You can make them go make food, and actually real original food, not just supermarket food. But what I mean is, in the game The Sims, it's almost like the Sims are more involved, they are more engaged even than humans. And if humans are right now spending a third of their life via these devices, how is that going to be in the future? I mean, clearly it's going to go up. Or, I mean, there's never any guarantee. There's never any guarantee that humans are going to use more digital devices, just because we have statistics that humans have used more digital, or just because we have stats that digital stuff is going up. That's not a guarantee that humans are going to keep doing the exact same thing, because it sort of seems as, when we're looking at humans, it sort of seems as they are inventing new stuff. Smartphones, these highly technological gadgets that we're having right now, we sort of didn't have them 10 years ago, or they sort of came 10 years ago. But even if we go back 10 years ago, right now, 2009, we almost had only one like really cool smartphone, almost nothing. It was only 2012 it sort of started. So just because we can sort of be very hyper focused on the now, that, oh, we're just going to use more digital devices, or we're just going to look into these screens more, that can change very, very, very fast. And I think it's going to change very fast because digital devices, they are becoming smaller, and in many ways, yes, we are. I mean, this is the ultimate question: are we Sims characters? Do we have free will? And I mean, sort of, because if I look at this, humans as intelligent creatures, we are getting more. We have more options available, but perhaps when we are starting to have more options available, that people just get more comfortable in their habits, so they sort of, maybe they're going back into just do food, eat and sleep, and just do less and have less ambition, because they sort of feel that they have this digital device that sort of feeds them reality, or sort of feeds them whatever they want. So they cannot really complain, because they're sort of getting their needs met. But then again, this is just basic level needs in many ways. So it's a very good question. Are humans basically exercising their freedom, or is a human's freedom being taken away? Because, okay, we look at value. Value is a very interesting topic. Value is a very interesting topic. So we're moving more value to digital, or I'm not even sure if you can say that. I'm not even sure if you can say that, but at least we are moving. I mean, maybe you can say that, because a lot of people, a lot of normal humans, I don't even think they are that interested in getting a fancy car or getting a cool real estate. I think that probably is going to go down as people get more comfortable. So it's almost sort of in a way that, in many ways, it sort of is. In many ways, it sort of is almost like humans can or will be able to live their whole life from a box, or you could call it like a I mean, what is it that humans really need when they are getting most of their stuff from these digital devices? What are their real needs? Okay, sometimes they have to go to the bathroom, sometimes they have to go eat, but the big thing that they're doing every day is sleep. So you need some shelter for there, but then you basically need some basic heating and some simple protection, right? And you'll be able to basically make a box of this. And then if you have some VR glasses, in theory, you'll be able to sleep in that box, and you'll be able to create a home very, very cheap. And I mean, it doesn't mean that, I mean, it's mainly the sleep aspect that a person has to, then they have to be at a specific location, but when they're awake, they can explore the world, and maybe they can have an Uber that can come and pick them up. That would be pretty cool. Uber. And I mean like an Uber controlled by AI, so it doesn't need a human. That would be quite useful. So I'm not really sure if we are Sims, or if we are getting, I mean, it seems in many ways as, I mean, okay, let's say we are Sims. Let's say we are Sims characters. And then again, the term definition here of Sims is they have a master and they don't have that much power. It's a very good question. Are we that, or do we have a lot of power? I mean, probably a lot depends. It depends on a lot of things. Depends on DNA, where a person did grow up, what kind of change perhaps a person want to do. I mean, people want to do different things, right? People want to do different things in life, and different things takes different capabilities, right? So it is fascinating to discuss. It's fascinating to discuss if we are getting more freedom, because of course there's a lot of theories. There's a lot of theories with what is he doing? Okay, there's a lot of theories that, for example, with cryptocurrencies and all that, that it's all gonna move into use one token eventually to rule them all. But I don't really see that happening, because I don't really see anyone be able to control this internet thing, even though, yeah, you can say it's just electricity, someone just turns off the electricity and all this goes away. And I sort of get that argument, but still I don't really see it happening, you know. So I'm not really sure if we are the Sims, or if most people are the Sims. I think it depends on so many things. And just because, I mean, if you just look at humans, we can see that humans are life, humans are intelligence. You just look at the human's face, there's so much craziness going on. So I think that we are something way more advanced than the Sims, way more advanced than the Sims. And I also think that the script that what humans are doing on a day-to-day basis, that it changes every day. And I really think that humans have massive potential to change stuff, right? So it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to talk about. And but I still go over these topics, or I'll at least this topic, I will look at it more and deeper, because it is kind of like an interesting topic. I think that if we would just look at life as pure logic, then I think in many ways you would be able to do the Sims argument that most people are that. But just because life is way more nuanced, I think that I don't think we are Sims. I think we are something way bigger. And yeah, that's kind of cool. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Have an awesome day, DTube and the Steam blockchain. Bye bye.